Looks good.
All right. Living Paths is an interdisciplinary co-design course, which is really hands-on, which means that we go to stakeholders in the city, try to find out what are their needs in bringing history to citizens and tourists and researchers, and create a product to match that. What really struck me about this course and the way that we design it is that it really brings the best out of students. That's our ideology behind it, in a co-design fashion, meaning that we really try to combine on the one hand the course goals, which combine history, product making, working across disciplines, but also really what is important to the students themselves and also what is important to the stakeholders of the city. And I find it really exciting to combine that in what we do in this classroom.
Right, so when you combine students from different disciplines and even different ages, different experience levels, I've always noticed, and that's in industry but also in this course, that really beautiful things start to happen. Even though it might be a bit weird for me as a computer scientist, at the university I'm very used to working with just computer scientists, but then working with people from humanities, for instance, I've created very interesting projects that I would have never been able to create if I were to do it on my own.
Absolutely, yeah, I think it's really this overlap of disciplines that makes this so exciting. For example, if you've been working in VR for a very long time from the computer sciences and suddenly a media studies student comes in and tells you about what actually is a medium, what is VR, how can you understand it in the context of other media and the history of it, then it becomes really interesting and also a learning experience from both sides using that medium. And I think that really system also makes a student not into a consumer of a course, but really as a participant in the course design and the products that we create. And I think that's also reflected in the classroom that we're currently in, the teaching and learning lab, which we really try to use, and we've been fortunate to be able to use it also because it's a bit bigger, there's a good ventilation, so we can actually have a group here physically also during this time, and combining that with the digital tools that we have available here, a big whiteboard, which means that multiple people can use it at the same time while keeping distance, and these screens, which also allow us to zoom in with other participants who may not be able to come because they're in quarantine, and we used it for those purposes as well. So one of the ways that we accommodate students, because these are stressful times, is to implement something called incremental grading, which means that we allow students to submit their work, get feedback, and then also have the option to resubmit their work if they want to improve it.